We're back live at the Palace where the Pistons fought from 12 points down in the fourth quarter to tie it, send it into overtime, and then win it, 101-95. Standing by with the player of the game, Fred McLeod and Dennis Rodman.
Well, with me right now is the director of crowd noise at the Palace here for the Detroit Pistons Incorporated, Dennis Rodman. How did they do tonight? Was it noisy enough here for you?
It was a little quiet earlier, but I think that the crowd was waiting on something to come about in the second half, and all of a sudden, the second team came in the fourth quarter. It just exploded, and there I go. There I go. I'm up there trying to get the fans in the game. They've been supportive all year last year, and they started good off this year.
Did you guys feed off that, Dennis? Did they help you, down the stretch in regulation and in overtime?
They always have it when we're down, and it's like a big lift. It's like when you're down, they just lift you up. They just get you pumped, and adrenaline gets flowing, and it just makes me feel so good because something happens, and I can just get the crowd in the game, and I'm in the game, and it feels so good.
All right, tell me about those two clutch free throws that you hit, that you coaxed home a little bit. Hit a lot of iron, but they count.
Yeah, there was a lot of iron. I was a little nervous, though, because a lot of people here is expecting me to shoot 75, 80%. But, it's expecting me to come out here. I haven't shot a free throw in 3 games, and this is my 4th free throw I shot in this game. So, it was a little nervous at first, too. But once I get confidence, the shooter might be all right.
All right, now the Hawks had a chance to win it at the end of regulation. They worked the clock down. They go to Dominique Wilkins. What's going through your mind at that moment with about 6-7 seconds left?
As I told myself over the summer, you can see here, the last 16 seconds, 15 seconds, I'm looking at Theus, and all of a sudden he drives. Here in a minute, he's going to drive. There you go. And there I go. I helped out. All of a sudden, here I go. And I threw him off a little bit, and it was one of those things. But I have confidence in my ability to guard anybody in the league, and I'm proving it so far this year.
And it seemed there that you forced Dominique out a little bit farther. He had to take about a 20-footer, which is within his range, but is not an easy shot to make.
It's not an easy shot because you look at it, pressure's on, it's 3 seconds left on the clock, and you're concentrated trying to just hit the rim, and it just builds up when you're shooting it. But I think I helped Dominic pretty well tonight. He didn't get off too much. If I can just keep my position, just stay down and just play good defense, I can be productive.
You guys showed more emotion, Dennis, coming off the floor than you normally do in a regular season game. Why?
I think that we need to show a lot of more emotion this year because last year we was kind of like laid back a little bit, except for me and Sally. But I think this year, this team's going to pick each other up. Even though AD don't get 8 points, he's over there cheering. Joe Dumars gets 2 points. He's over there cheering. Just all the great players we have over there just boosting us up, even though the stars not getting off. And you see the bench coming on and doing a great job. So we're helping each other.
And obviously this game meant a little bit more than normal.
Oh, yeah. If you could beat Chicago, Atlanta, and Boston in this division, hey, you're doing a great job.
All right, go pack it up. Speaking of Boston, you'll be there Friday night. Good luck.
We're going to need it. All right, thanks, man.
Appreciate it, Dennis, as the Pistons will try to win one on the parquet floor. Let's now go back into the Pass Control Center and Marty Adler. Marty?
Well, the Pistons pull this one out. They win 101-95 in overtime. Now it's time for our Kowalski Quality Moment. Tonight's Quality Moment is brought to you by Kowalski Sausage. Kowalski Quality in the deli, naturally. Well, I want to take you back now. We'll go to the fourth quarter. This is the play of the game, and who do you think's involved? Sure, the Worm, Dennis Rodman. Okay, Pistons had trailed 79-66. They were on the comeback with 12 points. John Sally gets the ball, and the transition game up to Rodman, and it's up, and it's good, capping a 12-point Piston comeback. And look at Rodman. He gets the crowd right in it. This is our quality moment of the game. Pistons win it. We've got more coming up for you on Pass 101-95 in overtime.